Welcome back. It's time to do our Mandarake Brick. So if you followed the last video that I put up where I did Shiny Star V, I showed you guys, sorry, I'm getting some sleeves ready because I'm like getting some good vibes that there's going to be some hella good pulls in here. So yeah, if you followed the last video, I showed you guys this. It is called a Mandarake Brick. It is from a shop in Japan called Mandarake, and they are a specialist in basically anything collectible. So cards, videos, games, basically, you know, anything you can collect, they'll probably have at Mandarake. But they do a really cool thing with these. And basically what it is like people will take in all of their collection of cards that they've been collecting for 20 years plus or however long they've been collecting, and they'll be like, yeah, I want to trade this in for whatever. The guys at Mandarake will go through and take, because they end up having like a massive excess of just loose cards, and some of the loose cards they sell and other of the loose cards they chuck into these bricks. Now they always make sure to say these are just for fun. They're not for people that are wanting specifically to collect, because the condition of the cards, as you can see from like the bottom corners of there, a lot of the cards are in, you know, light play or more condition. They're not in a condition of like pristine collector, any of the rest of it. So they're just for fun. But they are so much fun. So I wanted to show you guys what one was. So what you'll notice on here, there's a price there that's 3,500 yen. That is roughly, I think, $45 New Zealand. But what Mandarake do is they do a variety of price ranges with a variety of different cards. So they have one that's like 700 yen that will have, you know, 2 holos at the front and then a whole bunch of just random cards in it. I think they do one that is slightly more expensive than this as well. It might be 4,500 yen. And from what I can remember, it's all holos. There's no card trick with them. They literally will just like take a bunch of cards, throw them into a brick and be like, there you go. But these are extremely sought after at the moment. I'm stoked to have my hands on this. If you just enjoy Japanese cards for the art, these are for you. I think just from having a look at the side here, as you can see the pattern, man, these are slightly more beat up cards, but as you can see the pattern on them is all consistent with Pocket Monsters, which is the old school Japanese cards, unlike the new school Japanese cards that have that one there on them. So I'm sure we can expect some really, really cool pulls from this brick. I mean, the first card alone, look at how insanely cool that is. I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm most likely going to not know the names of a bunch of these guys, or if I try to know the names of them, I'm going to butcher it. So I'm going to just in advance say I apologize for any mispronunciation, any names that I get wrong. Please feel free to correct me. There's a whole bunch of the cards in this set that I'm going to be putting into my card packs when I make up some card packs. Sorry, I'm just moving my chair around. When I make card packs, I'm going to be putting a whole bunch of these cards into them. But I wanted to show you guys basically what's in them. They're apparently, at the moment, over in Japan, they're so sought after that like Mandarake will put them out and they'll be going within the hour. People just come in and swoop them all up. And it's mainly because they're a really, like a budget-friendly way to get a whole bunch of old school cards, to get some cool holos, just to, you know, like they're an old school way to have some fun. And I guess for a lot of people at the moment, if you're stuck indoors a lot or you're stuck at home a lot, it's nice to have something like this that's like budget friendly, and you can also get really, really cool pulls and stuff on it. So I'm going to crack into this without cutting the cards, hopefully. It's like trying to find your way into it. It's a bit of a fine art, because they do, like, they pack these beasts with a bit of with a bit of effort. I got this pack off Trade Me. I will put a link in the description of the seller that I got it from. They have already said they are very, very hard to come by, so I don't know if they will have any more anytime soon. But just in case they do, I'll put their link up. And either way, they have some really cool packs. They get packs direct from Japan. So if you're wanting, oh, there we go. That's the ticket, Star. That's the ticket. There we go. If you're wanting to get just in general packs from Japan, booster boxes or whatever, they're one of the many awesome sellers that there are. So what I'm going to do, I think I'll probably just like leave a stack, because if you have a look, oh my gosh, if you have a look, there's a massive stack of cards. So I'm going to put this stack to the side, and I'm going to grab some of them. Am I? Yeah. And I'm just going to go through it this way. I've got a whole bunch of sleeves out so I can sleeve stuff up at the end. But in the meantime, let's just start. There's a hollow. So I don't know with this whether it's, I'm gonna peek. I gotta do it. Yeah, I have no idea with this how many hollows you get, basically how many anythings you get. I think there'll be at least 2. The first 2 at least are hollows. I have no idea about the rest of it. So we're just gonna have to like play it and see. And I'm just gonna line them up. Raichu! Okay, I love Raichu, and I know you guys are probably lovers of Raichu as well. Oh my gosh. And hang on, if I just, I'm gonna look. That's the next card. Okay, so we've run through 3 hollows. So, looking at this card, it's actually not in bad condition at all for the age of the card. So I'll just sleeve up these 3 hollows. To make sure that at least those 3 are safe. I don't know if we'll get any more hollows throughout this. But yeah, either way. Doubles. Eevee. Loves me an Eevee. So I have the English promo version of this card. It's a Mewtwo. So I'm gonna go with, we probably won't have any more hollows in this set. I know this card, and I'm having an absolute moment of the name of it. Squirtle! That's a base set. Oh, insane. They've put a whole bunch of base set cards in here. Look at that grumpy little turtle. Look at him just sitting there, grumpy. Just being like, what you doing in my swamp, grumpy turtle? And there he is again, just being like, I'll fight you. So he's gone like, I'm grumpy, I'm grumpy, I'm grumpy. I will fight you. Get away from my swamp. So there's a whole bunch, as you can see from these, jungle cards, basic cards, fossil set cards, like old school cards, which again will be why it's got the price mark on it that it does, because, you know, these are old school cards, and they're actually, look at that. Like when you look at the condition of them, that's actually in really, really good condition. They always say with a lot of these packs, like the cards aren't going to be in great condition, so prepare yourself because they're not going to be in really good condition and blah, blah, blah. But these actually seem really good. Another Eevee. Love Eevee. My daughter's obsessed with Eevee. So this is literally in my hand right now. I have the first half of the stack of cards. Pretty. Yeah, so you can tell how many cards. There's like 60 something. Oh, look, it's me on a lunch break. Like, who been taking photos of me on a lunch break? Look at that. So if I'm missing any like super high value cards here, I apologize. I'm going to go through once I've done this video and have a quick look to make sure that I haven't missed anything amazing. So these are all from the same series. And they've quite literally, like, somebody will have... What on earth? Is that... Yo, is that holographic, or am I just going nuts here? I feel like that's a reverse holo. But then I also feel like maybe it's just... No, that... I don't know. I'm going to put it up there anyway. Oh! Love this card, Togepi! And another Eevee from Team Rocket. Okay, so that's the first half of the cards. Let me just whap this one into a sleeve. So they'll basically go through... I'm going to... They will go through and put a whole bunch of old school cards in here. So like jungle set, base set, anything. It's basically like the price ticket will be determined by essentially the rarity of the cards, often how old the cards are. So if they're a lot older cards, they'll put a higher ticket on it for obvious reasons. Sometimes they'll go ahead like they did with... I'm going to try and put them again. Like they did with those two. They'll like put little tricks in. So they'll go, oh yeah, you know, we've just given you a Meowth. Now we'll give you a Persian. Or like before where they were like, hey, have a Squirtle. And then have angry war turtles. I love Psyduck. Look at this. Look at him. He's so confused. Diglett. Badass. Look at him. He's he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised. Whoa. So I love these cards anyway. Like old, new, I'm not fussed. I really like these old cards. I've always been a lover of old Pokemon cards, Japanese, English, don't care. Yeah. So I'll most likely, a whole bunch of these are going to go into packs. A whole bunch of these are also going to go into my binder. What? Another Psyduck looking all confused and whatnot. So you'll notice with a whole bunch of these, like they'll just randomly, they'll throw double ups in. I've seen people that have got them and like some of the cards are upside down because they're quite literally just throwing cards together. My dude, how many Mankeys you giving me? What is that symbol? Gem. Oh, okay. I'm looking at it like, I recognize the symbol. Why? Ooh, Dark Vaporeon. Hello, Dark Vaporeon. Oh, it's a little Psyduck again. I might just have to start like a... That's shiny. Why is that shiny? I'm confused. Why is that shiny? That's shiny too. No, I'm going to put them down. I'm going to put the shiny ones to the side because I am confused by the shininess. And then they'll do what they've done here, which is they'll just throw a whole bunch of energy cards in at you. I don't know if this is just the rest of the set as energy cards. I think it will be. Yeah, so the rest of the set, they will put in bulk, which is just going to be energy cards. But in terms of pulls, like, I got a Raichu. I love Raichu. So I'm not mad in any way because I got a Raichu and the condition that the Raichu is in, I'm surprised by how good a condition it is. I'm just going to take it out the sleeve quickly so I can properly inspect the holo. Okay, so when you have a look at the holo, you can see this big chunk out of it, which will be why it's gone into a Mandarake set, because it's got, that damage to the holo. Aside from that damage and a few like real gentle scratches on the hollow face of it, I think it's actually in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of a dog ear on the corner, but aside from that, really good condition. And it's going to be one of those ones that can be thrown into a binder just to look at, because like, when you look at it like that, you go, oh wow, that's really cool. And then looking at this one again, I'm just gonna real carefully, this one actually I don't think has any, no, the holo is in perfect condition. No scratches on the holo, no scratches on the face of it. The back's actually in really, really good nick. There's a tiny bit of whitening up at the top there. But aside from that, again, this too, I might have to send you off to get checked. And this beautiful boy. So you can already see from this one, hang on a second. You can already see from this one, right up in this corner, there's got a dog ear on it. A dog ear is when the corner's like slightly folded and whitening and going a bit nasty. So it's got a little bit of a dog ear and a little bit of whitening. But aside from that, can't really complain about that, can we? And considering these are... I'm still confused by this one. I'm going to have to look up what set that this one is from, specifically like in Japan, what set this is from with that symbol, and see whether this is like a reverse of it, because it's not just like a standard grey, it's like shiny. And so I feel like it's meant to be like I think it was a reverse holo, but I honestly don't know. So I'm going to check. I will let you guys know. It's a Skarmory, if you can't tell. Yeah, I'm going to have to let you go. I'm going to have to let you guys know. I will, once I have figured it out, I will pop this up to say what it was and whether I was just being silly. These two as well, because they're slightly shiny. I will see, if you have a look, I'll compare the two side by side. When you have a look at the two, if I put them in the light like that, you can see this one is slightly darker and slightly more shiny, like it's got a gloss finish to it, whereas that one's matte. I have no idea why. If you know why, please tell me. But I'll have a look into these two as well. I will go back through this whole stack of cards and double check them all, have a look at them all, make sure there's no massively, insanely cool, oh my goodness, pull. That one, I'm already like, look at how cool he looks. Kadabra, with his one spoon rocking around. Yeah, I will make sure that I haven't missed anything super amazing. If there are cards within this stack that are, you know, big players in terms of value, I will list them within the video. Like, I feel as though this one might be as well. And I'm just going, that's a Raikou. Look at that Raikou. Yeah, so I will go back through. Hello, ho-oh. Back through this and have a look at all these cards. I'll probably frame up my selfie because it's a selfie. Love Snorlax. Literally just reminds me of like me at night coming into my room, going to bed and just being like, oh, poof, onto the bed. Every time I see it, I'm like, someone's been taking sneaky selfies of me. And like, I don't know who you are, but stop putting me on cards, yo. But yeah, I will double check all of these cards to make sure that I haven't missed anything amazing. If I have, please feel free to let me know. I will gladly pull said cards back out and, you know, put some pictures of them up on social media so that you guys can have a proper look at them. What I'll probably do with this stack of stuff is sort it into each series. So I'll make like, oh gosh, I'll just throw them around instead. That seems like a great idea. So I'll make a pile of like all of the Jungle set cards, all of the Fossil set cards, all of the Team Rocket set cards, so that we can kind of see just the rough mix that you get from... I have to figure out what that card is. But yes, so that you can see the rough mix that we got from within this set. I love Cyndaquil. Look at him. See, that's another shiny one. Is that the same? That's the same card as that one. And it's shiny as well. That Mewtwo is also gloss. I am not knowledgeable enough to know why some of them are gloss and why some of them aren't. If you do know, please let me know so I can learn. Yeah, I've got to figure out what this card is. If you know what this card is, please reach out and leave a comment on the video. I'm looking at it and like, you know those times when you know something but your brain just doesn't know it soon enough, and like it's in your head but it's not in your mouth? That's where I'm at right now, because I'm looking at this card and all of the lights in my head are like, you know it, da, 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 da. But then when I try to think of like the name of it or any other fact about it, nothing. Like nothing. My name isn't even coming up. Nothing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I will put up some more pictures of our pulls. I am still, look at him. No, he's got to. You got to, right? Look, it's Pikachu sleeve. These are the sleeves that I got from, oh, I don't like doing that. The sleeves that I got from a Vivid Voltage ETB. Ding, ding. I will put up another video soon just about packaging, because I know, like, when I first started collecting cards, I had lots of questions about how to protect my cards, how to take care of them to ensure they stayed in good condition, you know, various little things like that. So I will, yeah, I'm going to put up a video just about, and it's literally, if you're already a collector, you'll probably know all this stuff, so I apologize in advance, because it will probably be one of those videos that you look at and you're like, yeah, all right, cool, and just kind of skip over. I totally get that. But yeah, if you're like me and you were, you know, you came into it essentially blind, then it might be handy for you just having some pointers on like various ways to collect things. As an example, binders, keeping binders of cards. like, if you're going to keep your cards in a ring binder, I probably wouldn't. Keep them, if you're going to do it properly. Get yourself a proper Pokemon card binder or trading card binder and put them in there. If you are going to put them into a ring binder and that's what you're going to go with, then less cards, more binders. So, you know, instead of having like 4 or 5 different sets in one binder, go to your local op shop or local thrift shop and get yourself more binders. I went to our local op shop yesterday. Oh, put it in a penny, you dog. I went to our local op shop yesterday, one of the local ones. We've got like 4 or 5 up here, and I spent, I think, $5 and got like 8 smaller binders. The issue that you tend to get if you put lots and lots of cards into one binder, you will find that it'll warp the cards, it'll bend them because of the way they sit. If you have less cards but more binders, you will still get a little bit of that, but it'll keep them better. But if you go, you know, whole hog and you put them into like a proper Pokemon card binder or trading card binder, it will keep them even better. You can get binders that are like side loading, top loading, you know, various. There are heaps of styles, there are heaps of brands. Literally just shop around and find what suits you. I've ordered myself a pro binder, so I'm waiting for it to arrive so I can show it to you guys. Can you tell I'm still obsessed with this run of cards, so I'm just going through them. There are some cards in here that I don't even yet have in my English sets. Like, where is it? I just saw it. I literally was just looking at it. Where is it? That one. I don't have that in my English Team Rocket set currently. So, I'm stoked with these pulls. If you're kind of like me, and you're relatively new to collecting, like, I will get Mandarake cubes. That was the first one I've ever opened, by the way. But I want to get some more of them because I just like looking at the different cards and the different arts. I like, you know, increasing my collection of old school cards purely because I really, really like the older cards. I'm not massively phased about the condition of them, even though, like, the condition of that, like, find the fault. There isn't one. It's got no whitening. It's got no scratches on it. Like, you could, and I might, send it off to get graded because it's like, I can't see the fault. The centering is pretty good. Japanese cards are known for having, you know, better centering than a lot of the English ones. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm waffling. I know I'm waffling. Sorry, guys. I will do a video about packaging and the different types of packaging. I will update you when I figure out what this one is. It's gonna be one of those things that's gonna keep me up at night until I figure it out. So I'm gonna spend the next like half an hour to an hour just figuring out what this flipping card is. And I can tell you'll probably hear me from wherever you are. When I figure out what it is, you'll hear me go, oh yeah, of course it is. So if you suddenly hear a random voice going, oh, of course, it's me. It's me figuring out what this one is. If you know, tell me. Please tell me. Because it's doing my head in. But yeah, I will, for these cards here, I'm going to put them up singularly now so that I can pop the value up when I figure it out. So there's this one. And the values that I put up are just general values. They're not going to be condition based, because I'm not a pro at determining the condition, and I might look at it and say it's lightly played, and a grader might look at it and go, no, it's moderately or heavy played. But I will put up the general value of these cards so that you guys can have a bit of a looky-loo-loo and look at the values of them. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I hope you're not looking like this little dude behind your screens watching it, because he looks grumpy. He looks like me in the morning when I haven't yet had a coffee, just sitting there like, give me caffeine. Like, give me caffeine and back away slowly. But yeah, I will update you guys on these, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the future videos that are going to come out. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, drop a comment if you loved it, and yeah, I'll see you guys again in the next video. I'm looking at this while I'm still here. I'm looking at that. Something is telling me it's shadowless, and I'm probably going insane. I'm going to need to check it. I'm just looking at... No, it can't be. No, it's just me going crazy, guys. Don't mind me. No, I'm just... Yeah, don't mind me. I'll check in and I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, have a lovely day. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, so updatedly I figured out what it was. It's a Picasso's touch change. And I don't know how I missed that, but it's a Picasso's touch change. But what I also realized was, in my excitement and my oh my goshness doing that pack, I didn't even notice. Yo, there's a Raikou, a Suicune, and an Entei. There's like the trio. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Oh gosh, camera angles. Such bad camera angles. Ah! But look, sorry, there we go. I don't even know how I missed that. Sorry I missed that, but oh my gosh. A set of 3, I'm stoked. And they're actually, like, I had a bit of a look at them. They're actually in really good condition. Like that one, pretty much flawless. That one, also pretty much flawless. Tiny bits of whitening around the top. And that one. I don't know how I didn't realise that, but I'm really stoked because I've got the 3 set together. I will send them all off to get graded as a trio so that I can have a little, like, slabbed up trio of them. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, and this is a promo card. That's why I was confused, because it's a promo card. I feel like a whole new world has been opened up to me. What a donut. But yay! I figured out what it was! Yay!